Hi, it's Zari Daniel from USA Math Ministry and Organization. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful snowy day in Helena, Montana. And as you see the beautiful tree in front of my kind of, place that I stay here, and beautiful snow, but as a regulation of USA Math Ministry and Organization, we always start with Bible, without Jesus Christ's name, because I was going to emphasis in being Armenian or being American or being this or that. I mean, at the end of the day, all the purpose of being, of doing all these things should end up being a Christian. And anyway, I cracked the Bible and it ended up to Deuteronomy 32. Amazingly, we have Fahrenheit degree 32, 33 on Freemasonry, and because it's a little bit, I didn't want to even talk about this, but I need to bring my face here. Our body, because I cannot show my body, let's say our body has a 10, the 10 is a number of completion. You will call 911. 9, 10, 11. So the 10 is a number of completion. Why am I bringing the 10 up? Because the proportionality of a place in your body that things happen and kids are coming, and Freemasons and this, not narcissists, but Gnosticism, Gnostics, those who believe salvation through knowledge, thanks to beautiful, I'm learning from, God bless Leonard Ulrich and those people who are lightening us through this complicated stage, because it's staged complicated. It's when you open up, when you follow logically, it's not hard to understand. And the proportionality of that part is 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, and then when you jump to the 6, is there that your body exists, that part. So 6 and 10, 6, and then you have 166,666. So, but there is one point in a 6, especially 66, when it's 100 years, that everything maybe happens in 100 years. When you reach to 66, 32, 33, 2. So you have skull and bones, 332. And then I'm going to jump to other numbers that will come, but it's part of a Bible study, and all the preachers should talk about the subject of occulticism and demonology. So we are going to I already opened the Bible, and then here, as you see, uh, the Moses final blessing of Israel. Amazingly, I think Catholic Church, because they can categorize this Bible to any part, and amazing, the death of Moses came to the 33, the death of Jesus Christ is 33, and we're gonna go just a summary that before his death, he's just giving his wills to the. I'm gonna read the first, part, and then because I have a lot of things to do. This is the blessing with which Moses, the man of God, blessed the people of Israel before his death. He said, "The Lord came from Sinai and downed from Seir upon us." If I'm not butchering, he shone forth from Mount Paran. He came from the 10,000 of holy ones. Again, occulticism before Jesus is even obvious in prophets, because sometimes, like chess, when you do there are a lot of moves, but there is only one move. It's a Jesus Christ. Other things might turn to whoever is behind it, might, because Jesus is the God, not Moses, not any. Moses is holy. Jesus gives credit to him, but when the God comes in, all the credit goes to God, not Moses. I mean, Judaism is failure. Thousands of holy ones, which flaming fire at his right hand. Yes, he loved his people. All his holy ones were in his hand, so they followed in your steps, receiving direction from you. When Moses commanded us a law as a passion for the assembly of Jacob, the the Lord became king in Jeshurun, when he heads of the people were gathered, all the tribes of Israel together. Let Reuben live and not die, but let his men be few. And this he said of Judah. Hear, O Lord, the voice of Judah. I mean, I was reading very nice part, and bringing him into his people with your hands content for his, yeah, already write those nice, mounts. Yeah, I mean, actually, it was a poet. Before his was the poet. I found the Song of Moses. Well, I like this part, the 32. The 32 are the Shriners. The this password for Shriners is Tubal Cain. Tubal Cain is a James Bond movie. So 70, the 77, the SS Nazis symbolism. You need to connect the dots, right? 32 Fahrenheit. So the 32 was a song. Give ear, O heaven, and I will speak, and let the earth hear the words of my mouth. I mean, it's like King Solomon praising woman's beauty, but that woman, that sexuality, is not the physic sex that you need to do to produce, but being a real person, being part of a maybe system engine, or being a true Christian, that you really truly glorify, passing through materialism and physics of natural physics to the supernatural, to immortality, to being glorified. What is the purpose of living of all this? Because Old Testament is beautiful. Without classic, we cannot get to supernatural. But you need to be good student in natural, but you should not stay there because you're gonna lose the game. So that was my purpose, and it was nice. Give ear and let earth hear the words of my mouth. May my teaching drop as the rain, my speech distill as the dew, like gentle rain upon the tender grass, and like shower upon the herb. And I will add, like the beautiful snow on the ground. And I'm going to end up the Bible study here because at least you should do the rest. And here's the wheel of Moses to Judah, to Levi's, to Benjamin, to Joseph, and then to Zebulun, to Gad, to Dan, Daniel. El is God. Emmanuel, Daniel. Naphtali, Asher. And here is the death of Moses, 34. And then from there, I want to close this part. Oh, I'm not going to close because we always needs to close with the Bible when the video is going to close. So here I'm going to come to the game that I played. And here we go. I mean, I need to bring the parts that I want to go. Here's the game that I played. It was a short loss. And let's see what is going on. Okay, here's it. Thank you. Okay, it's analyzing. It's already analyzed. Okay, I go here to analyze. It's a little bit, the slow definitely will be low. I don't want to go that. I mean, go to self. No, 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 not self-analyze. Oh, man, no, no, no. Game analyze. Okay, here, as you see, no. I mean, because it's going to be free, so yeah, it's going to be game analyze. Yeah, it's going to basic analysis, exactly. As you see, oh my gosh, here, because sometimes I need to bring the pen. Okay, here it's gonna work. Okay, as you see, I don't play I just had a little bit, think that I would color it green. I mean, here I was okay, but then there I'm just losing, here I'm just losing, so that's very bad. And we're gonna close this. Okay, what happened in the game? I don't want to go to the mistakes because it's obvious, and I want to, So here, I need to go put every pieces back. I mean, it's gonna be a nice game. I mean, I don't want to. I like the noise of the pieces. Here, yeah, it was a very bad game. I mean, yeah, I mean, can we do this fast? Because I don't want to waste too much time. A little bit, I think the critical moment of the game was like because sometimes everybody has a repertoire. My repertoire is a Mason attack, I mean, these Freemasons will go crazy about me. They're gonna say, they're demonic. They're just like very, very demonic. Because we need to study demonology other than, where are the other pieces, Where is the other pieces? There should be some other pieces. There is to be a bishop and then the queen. Okay. So here, the way that I opened up, it was queen, and he answered the same d4, d5, and then usually I bring the bishop, and then the way that the game went through, as you see, my blunder is when, the way that the game is getting through, and he brought, after that move, I think he brought I take it, and then he brought the knight, and of course that's a good move. And then my next move is steal. I'm pushing it, and then I need to go back and see what happened during the game. Okay, he still, and then I took, and then he brought his other knight, and then I am still forcing to gain, and I think he made other mistakes. He was taking that. He shouldn't do that. Actually, he should giving the check, because he was going to easily take the knight, and then game proceeds, and then. And then he brought this, and I pushed the bishop, and then I take he takes, and then the game ends up there, and then my strategy with my attack is sacrificing my queen. He takes the queen, and then I give a check. Did that happen? Actually, he didn't take the. Actually, when I took the. He didn't took it. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't took the. He took the nine. Oh, he opened up. Oh, wait a minute. So he was. How did he know about this? Actually, how did he? So this chess.com is creepy, because these people are studying my game. Naturally, the normal IQ will never find this kind of attacks. Usually they text, so that's why I'm telling chess.com is really creepy. They are really creepy. Okay, that's why right now they open up this part. That's why my weakness happened. Anyway, I'm gonna close this part because it's gonna be too much. At the end, this file opened up, and then he checkmated me by this line here. He was checkmating me with that, so I'm not gonna go too much, because, it was for me obvious this chess.com is like, because right now they don't want me to talk about the Freemasons, Illuminati, and open up that part. That's why a lot of things are happening, and then for me it was obvious. So then actually we studied the Bible, then we studied the chess, and then one thing that it happens, I want to go with mathematics. It's been a while that I didn't do math kind of problems, so I will go here. Okay, not that one, this one, definitely amazing GeoGebra. And I was studying mathematics, and then I opened up the 62 page of this beautiful book, a Fundamental of Engineering exam, and there was a example 4646, page 62, that part, I'm gonna sit here, because I need to, I need to go here and bring my face here, because do we need the face, or maybe the face will be needed. Maybe I will put, because I want to close this parts, and then bring this beautiful application here. Maybe I will make myself small, here. Okay, here the problem was, here I need to bring the pen. So the problem was, there is a curve that passes through point 3 and 4, and the equation of the line, the tangent line to the curve, was 2x minus 4. As you see, I remember these things. So the question is, what was the equation of the curve? So the way that you do it, you integral both sides. So as you see, when we do integral both sides, we need to bring, whatever you bring here, okay, integral based on what? Based on d of x. So when you integral d of x with d of x goes off, and then here when you integral the y comes out. That's very obvious. An integral here is again x2 minus, because 2 by 2 goes off, plus c. So we find the equation, and then we submit the 4.3, and then we find the s is equal 7. And this is the way from y is equal f of x. When we differentiate it, becomes y prime equal fx prime. That is the equation of a slope. A tangent of alpha will be equal to this. I mean, it's a number that happens here. I mean, when we go here, that alpha, I mean, that line, as you see, because here, amazing part about this GeoGebra is when we, as you see that line there, that's, as you see a number 2, I need to bring here, exactly at number 2, I need to emphasize this, exactly at number 2, it touches that curve. The equation of that curve that we already find with solving the integral, because it's different from inverse functions. It's not inverse act, but it's an act getting from equation to slope, and from slope to equation you integral. So sometimes it's a little bit, you think it's it's inverse, but it's not an inverse act, because the other thing, I was studying programming, there are a lot of things that you need to be explained. So this is the tangent line, equation of a tangent line, that it varies, and then when it varies, as you see, it's just swimming towards the, actually here it's 4, I mean, for whatever the reason, I mean, a little bit, I think, that equation needs to be shifted. At least here does it make sense. Anyway, my point was here showing at least the equation of that line, and then there are a lot of things maybe I'm not able to exactly explain specifically. And another thing regarding to Freemasons, here I was creating this compass, and here one thing that I learned, I need to use the pen. Here, that degree there is actually, there they have the 137 minus 90, 7, 12, 37. So this angle, because that's 37. 37 plus 37 is 474. That angle on top of the Freemasons, angle is 74, and the other ones are, the other one, that's angle 37, because the way that you need to note how this Freemason work. There are 32, 137. They're a secret society, they're creepy, and they're neo-Gnostics. New kind of way of corrupting God's work, and here I show the math part. And from here we are going to definitely make my face bigger. I mean, this camera bigger, the maximal. And then from here, I want to go for coding, then construction. It's construction and mixing of all these things. And then here I was in light chess, because one thing that USA Math duty is, as you see, there is 3 parts. Coding engine, math engine, and chess engine, and of course Bible engine will come. I do you people, but one thing that I want to see in a future and upcoming, as you see, the light chess is the platform that, here you see, you go to the here, and then you enjoy this light chess platform, but the light chess platform comes from, C light chess. This light chess is the, if I'm not mistaking, the part that really developed because GitHub is a place that you code, and your code grows and grows, and you create websites. And my point is, here I was working in a project, as you see from here, I'm gonna pick up the the mouse and hook up to the raspberries, back of the keyboard, and here I'm gonna have a mouse. And as you see in a project here in a Raspberry, I was going to explain about how you use a terminal to execute codes. And here I wrote this, let's say here you just write with the list. I think it's going to list the containing files. And when you have the list, then I need to a little bit go back. When you have list and then home and then I think this is gonna exactly run the code. So this is running the code on the terminal that exists here. And this is a shell actually. The shell comes here because shell needs editor. And here is the editor. And in an editor you code, and there is a shell part of the Python down there. But amazingly, I want to show the relation between the terminal and the kind of Linux platform that provides us the shell editor, and then the Python that here, I'm going to close this one, I'm going to close this one, and then I was studying with this individual. He explained this and I learned there, and then he's studying. I studied the fundamental of the Python, but in general Python goes to robotics and everything, and here I think here at home, he has machine learning and robotics, and amazing, very kind of real life kind of application that based on, system engine, that here in a zero phase, if I get funded, I will do definitely more, projects. And here, as you see, in a system engine, I want to create engines that really, like the chess that I showed you, help us to become a better performer. And in my webpage you push this one, and I do have supporting. I wish people will support me. You go there and you can support it from the, some donation. I do really need donation to really provide service. God bless Derek Banas. This guy is amazing. This guy is perfect. But without Derek Banas content and people like me, you will get really confused. It's not easy to really, if you really guys donate, I will bring a lot of things up. So here I explained, here I showed you raspberries, think that I already have it, and in raspberry behind this is a raspberry, and then with the microcontroller applications here, you can just create amazing hardware applications. This is a microcontroller, the Arduino, that you can connect to the Raspberry. And amazing part, I think here Raspberry has this circuits that you can just, here I can run this. I mean, is it running? It's not running. Maybe the running part is here. Yeah, here it runs. I think here is 0. Let's say a self-driving car system that needs to detect, a couple of things. This sensor sends the signal. Still is not 1. Still is not 1. Still is not 1. Still is not 1. Oh, there you go. Here is a 1. So the signal came through this circuit out, and this is a designing of a circuit. Maybe multiple controllers are getting data and designing the chip, and all these things comes from this analytical view of a circuit. So I'm gonna close all of them that I explain about the shell, explain about the editor, explain about the I need to close, yes. So, and then here closing the windows and putting everything nice together. And as you see, here is a beautiful Raspberry. It's a complete computer, I mean, you can search the web and then have everything. I mean, here you can just push my USA Math Ministry and organization. You just put it there, and everything comes. Oh, actually, here it jumps to. Okay, I think the connection is off. Okay. It needs the Wi-Fi anyway. So I'm gonna go. It's gonna connect. I mean, I need to just go here and then go to the setting. And then go this one. I think, yeah, it's off. That was the reason. USA Math, and you just confirm. And then next, done. Here, the USA Math to disconnect from this and then turn off, then turn on. USA Math, this is good, USA Math is the best because it's gonna provide the connection. What? Okay. 7. Okay. Here is gonna connect 100% because sometimes it needs the connection and then yeah, it's connected, and then here we are going to have the USA Math Ministry and Organization. Yeah, you type ministry and organization and all the information regarding to me it's coming up, and as you see it goes to website. It's a complete, it's a complete robot. It's complete, it's a little bit maybe slow, maybe whatever, the internet is slow because right now I'm downloading this, so it's a little bit low quality, but definitely it's working, and here it is. So after this, I want to close with the construction thing. I mean, getting close. Here I was studying the system of vent. Vent allows air to enter the drain so that water can flow properly. Without access to air, a vacuum could be formed in a part of the drain system, and this would prevent the wastewater from flowing. So as you see, there is different method that you ventilate your system. And here is an amazing book that shows all the installation, all the procedures. Amazing YouTubers are there, but I wish they run a document like a PDF. I mean, the book is amazing. You always have the book open to see and check. And then as you see, in general, construction, when it comes to construction, everything starts with the safety, site preparation, footage, and foundation, and then these are step by step. Because right now I'm doing everything is classified: concrete slabs and floors, and then floor frames, and then you go frame walls and framing the roof, and roofs and roofing, and then windows and doors, exterior walls, house wiring. So you go wiring, then you go plumbing, then you go insulation, and then you go interior wall and ceiling, and then interior roof finishing, paints and painting, special construction method. There are different methods for remodeling, remodeling, carpentry industry, bathroom, and then this goes specific. Then there is another thing is private well water system and private sewage facility, and then there is a solar system, another part that ends up your construction to the great manner. And here we are closing the Bible. We start with Bible, we close the Bible because we are blessed with Jesus Christ that completes everything and help us to live truly in a glorified manner. Thank you for watching. It's a lot of subjects to cover, and it's all blessing of being a Christian. And thank you so much for watching. USA Math Ministry and Organization signing